Have you ever wondered why some people seem to thrive effortlessly while others struggle endlessly? What happens to those who attack the chosen ones? The Bible is clear. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Galatians 6:7. The law of return is real, and those who bring harm to God's anointed will inevitably face the consequences. Many people underestimate the spiritual forces at work in the universe. They think they can act unjustly, deceive or harm others without repercussions, but the divine laws cannot be broken. Every action carries an energy that must return to its source. What happens to those who curse, betray, or mistreat God's chosen? What does the Bible reveal about divine justice? Today you're going to discover how spiritual energy, the law of sowing and reaping, and the universe itself respond to those who attack the anointed of the Lord. Before we dive in, let me ask you, have you ever witnessed someone face the consequences of harming others? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you believe in divine justice and the power of spiritual truth, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because what you're about to learn may change your perspective forever. Stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to reveal will open your eyes to the hidden laws governing the universe. Let's begin. In the mystical fabric of the universe, everything vibrates at a specific frequency, and money is no exception. It's not just paper bills or numbers in a bank account. It's an energy that flows and transforms based on how we interact with it. Many fail to recognize this, treating money as something purely material, disconnected from the spiritual realm. But in reality, money, like any other form of energy, responds to our beliefs, emotions, and actions. When a person views wealth with fear or scarcity, they emit low-frequency vibrations that repel financial abundance. On the other hand, those who cultivate gratitude and respect for money create an energetic field that attracts prosperity effortlessly. The Bible itself offers profound wisdom on this subject. In Matthew 25:29, Jesus teaches in the parable of the talents, "For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them." This isn't merely about material wealth, but the spiritual principle that abundance flows where there is faith, action, and responsibility. Money, like all divine gifts, must be received with an open heart and managed wisely. Those who reject financial growth out of fear or false humility often find themselves trapped in cycles of lack, not because God withholds blessings, but because their own mindset creates resistance. Think of money as a river. When the river flows freely, it nourishes the land, supports life, and brings vitality to everything it touches. But if someone blocks the flow, out of fear, doubt, or negative beliefs, the water stagnates and scarcity takes over. The same principle applies to financial energy. Those who hoard money out of fear that they will lose it often find themselves struggling even more. Those who misuse it, spending recklessly without wisdom, end up drained and empty. But those who understand its flow, investing wisely, giving generously, and receiving with gratitude, align themselves with the divine cycle of abundance. This is why it is crucial to examine one's relationship with money. Does it bring anxiety, or is it seen as a tool for growth? Is there guilt associated with having wealth, or is it embraced as a resource to fulfill one's mission in life? Many fail financially not because they lack intelligence or effort, but because their subconscious beliefs sabotage their ability to receive abundance. In Proverbs 10:22 it is written, "The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it." True prosperity comes from being in alignment with divine principles, not just from working harder or chasing wealth without purpose. Understanding money as an energy that must be nurtured and aligned with spiritual wisdom changes everything. Those who reject this truth remain in cycles of financial struggle, unable to break free from the limitations they've unknowingly placed upon themselves. But those who embrace the higher understanding of wealth begin to see doors open, opportunities multiply, and provision flow in unexpected ways. And that leads us directly to the next crucial element, the law of attraction and money, how what you focus on shapes your financial reality. The law of attraction is one of the most powerful spiritual principles governing the universe, and it applies directly to money. Simply put, what a person focuses on expands. If someone constantly dwells on financial struggles, bills piling up, and the fear of not having enough, they unknowingly reinforce that reality. Their thoughts, emotions, and words act as a magnet, attracting more of the very lack they are trying to escape. On the other hand, when a person shifts their mindset, believing in abundance, visualizing success, and expecting financial blessings, their entire reality begins to change. As Proverbs 23:7 states, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." This is why faith and expectation are crucial. Those who see money as scarce, as something difficult to obtain, are already setting themselves up for struggle. But those who understand that provision is part of God's plan will begin to see divine opportunities unfold. Consider the story of the widow in 2 Kings 4:1-7. She was in desperate need, fearing for her children's future. Yet when she acted in faith, following the prophet Elisha's instructions, her little jar of oil multiplied, filling vessel after vessel until she had enough to pay her debts and live in abundance. The miracle did not happen until she took action, showing that belief alone is not enough. One must act in alignment with that belief. The mind acts as a mirror, reflecting back whatever energy it projects. If someone constantly repeats, "I never have enough money," or "I'm always broke," they are declaring that reality into existence. But if instead they affirm, "God's abundance flows to me effortlessly," or "I am blessed with financial opportunities every day," their subconscious mind begins to rewire itself to attract wealth. Even Jesus emphasized the power of words in Mark 11:24. "Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." Speaking abundance, believing in divine provision, and taking inspired action are all essential elements of financial transformation. Many mistakenly think that attracting wealth means sitting idly, waiting for money to fall from the sky. But that's not how divine law operates. God blesses action. When Peter was fishing all night without success, Jesus didn't just hand him the fish. He told him to cast the net on the right side of the boat. John 21:6. It was obedience, combined with faith, that brought an overflowing catch. The same principle applies to money. Those who take aligned action, whether through seeking knowledge, making wise financial decisions, or stepping into opportunities, are the ones who will see the manifestation of prosperity. Aligning thoughts, emotions, and actions with financial abundance is the key to unlocking supernatural provision. A person cannot claim to believe in prosperity while harboring fear and doubt in their heart. They must live as if abundance is already theirs, trusting that the universe, under divine guidance, is rearranging circumstances in their favor. And when that happens, doors open, financial burdens lift, and the reality of divine wealth takes form. But what if someone's mindset is still shaped by scarcity? That's exactly what we'll explore next: how to shift one's financial beliefs to attract abundance. The journey to financial abundance begins in the mind. Many people unknowingly block wealth because they carry deep-seated beliefs that money is evil, that it's hard to obtain, or that they are not worthy of it. These limiting thoughts shape their reality, keeping them stuck in cycles of lack. But the Bible makes it clear: prosperity is a divine principle. In Deuteronomy 8:18 it says, "But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." God does not withhold abundance. Rather, it is people's own perceptions that prevent them from receiving it. One of the most powerful ways to shift a financial mindset is through creative visualization. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's aligning oneself with the spiritual law of manifestation. When a person vividly imagines themselves living in abundance, free from debt, walking in prosperity, and using wealth for good, they begin to reprogram their subconscious mind. This practice is seen throughout Scripture. When God promised Abraham that his descendants would be as numerous as the stars, He first told him to look up and see them, Genesis 15:5. Seeing something in the mind before it becomes reality is a spiritual key to manifestation. Another crucial tool is positive affirmation. Proverbs 18:21 states, "The tongue has the power of life and death." Words shape reality. If someone constantly declares, "I'm broke," they are reinforcing that condition. But if they instead affirm, "God's abundance flows through me effortlessly," or "I am financially free and blessed beyond measure," they begin to align their spirit with prosperity. Speaking these affirmations daily with conviction gradually shifts the internal dialogue from scarcity to abundance, attracting financial opportunities. Gratitude is another essential practice. Many people focus so much on what they lack that they fail to appreciate what they already have. but gratitude is a magnet for blessings. When Jesus performed the miracle of multiplying the loaves and fish, he gave thanks first. John 6:11. This act of gratitude activated supernatural increase. A person who thanks God for their current financial situation, even if it's not where they want to be, opens the door for greater provision. Keeping a gratitude journal and listing financial blessings, no matter how small, reinforces this mindset of abundance. Finally, financial awareness and goal setting are critical. Faith without action is empty, James 2:26, and while believing in abundance is essential, it must be paired with practical steps. Managing money wisely, setting clear financial goals, and educating oneself about wealth creation are all ways to honor God's provision. Many pray for financial breakthroughs, yet ignore simple principles like budgeting, investing, and stewardship. By taking conscious action, a person shows God that they are ready to handle greater blessings. And this naturally leads to the next step, practical habits that attract and sustain wealth. Understanding the spiritual laws of money is just the beginning. One must also put them into practice. Financial abundance doesn't just arrive by chance. It flows towards those who create the right conditions for it. Just as faith without works is dead, James 2:26, belief in prosperity must be accompanied by conscious financial habits that align with divine principles. The way a person treats money, how they manage it, how they give, and how they circulate it, determines whether they will experience lasting abundance or constant lack. One of the most fundamental principles is respecting money. Many people unknowingly push wealth away by handling their finances carelessly. They leave their wallets disorganized, ignore financial planning, and treat money as something insignificant. But in Luke 16:10, Jesus teaches, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." If someone cannot manage what they have now, how can they expect God to bless them with more? Keeping finances in order, tracking income and expenses, and making wise financial decisions demonstrate responsibility, opening the door for greater provision. Another essential practice is circulating financial energy wisely. Money is not meant to be hoarded in fear, nor wasted recklessly. It should flow purposefully. The parable of the talents, Matthew 25:14-30, illustrates this perfectly. The servant who buried his money in fear lost everything, while those who invested and multiplied their resources were rewarded. Wealth grows when it is put to good use. This means making smart investments, supporting meaningful causes, and allowing money to serve a higher purpose rather than letting fear dictate financial decisions. Surrounding oneself with prosperous and positive-minded people is another key to attracting wealth. The Bible says, "He who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm." Proverbs 13:20. Those who constantly associate with people who have a scarcity mindset will absorb that same energy. But those who engage with individuals who think abundantly, who understand financial success as a tool for greater good, naturally elevate their own financial frequency. Seeking mentorship, learning from successful individuals, and being part of a community that values prosperity helps shift one's mindset towards abundance. Lastly, generosity is one of the greatest keys to financial growth. Many people fear that giving will make them lose wealth, but in reality it creates room for greater blessings. Proverbs 11:25 states, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." Giving freely, whether through tithing, charitable donations, or acts of kindness, keeps financial energy flowing and invites divine provision. Those who clutch onto money out of fear often experience stagnation, while those who give with faith find that wealth returns to them in unexpected ways. By integrating these practices into daily life, a person aligns themselves with the divine flow of abundance. But financial prosperity is not just about personal gain, it's about fulfilling a higher purpose. And that brings us to the final realization. True wealth is not just about accumulation, but about being in harmony with the spiritual laws of prosperity. Now that you've seen how money is deeply connected to spiritual energy, let me ask you, how have your beliefs about wealth shaped your financial reality? Have you been unknowingly repelling abundance, or are you aligned with divine prosperity? Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear about your experiences. If this message resonated with you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming insights that could transform your financial and spiritual life. Also, share this video with someone who needs to hear this truth. Remember, knowledge is power, but shared wisdom is a blessing multiplied. And before you go, check out our next video. It's going to unlock even deeper spiritual secrets about prosperity and divine provision. Click now and continue your journey toward financial and spiritual abundance. This is Celestial Truths, and I'll see you in the next video.